Hi, I'm Anil Misquith, based out of Bangalore, and I work with a tribal community in Gudalur. The organization is called Accord. I've been there for the last 3 years. I work across 3 organizations. One is the development arm called Accord. Second is the producer company called Just Change. And recently, the last couple of years, we've been working on designing an incubator for the Adivasis. It's called Adivasi Innovation Hub. There were 3 triggers for me to make this decision to join the university. One was an alumni of the university, the second batch student. Second one was this program, Rural Lives and Livelihoods. And third one was my initial stint in the social sector, the first 3 years in the social sector. Coincidentally, the alumni who influenced me was Vibha Sequeira, my wife, and that was one of the main reasons for me to think through this. Also, the first 3 years in the social sector, where I was with this wonderful organization called Samhita Social Ventures, gave me an exposure at different levels. I got exposure to clean energy, to water, sanitation, and that made me feel that I need to go much more deeper, and hence I signed up to the program at the Azim Prem University. If I look at the university, the most difficult moments was the first semester. Classes like philosophy, punishment, prisons, and the realization came to me in the second semester on how philosophy was connected to law and governance. There were the more exciting parts where right from the immersion program where I got first exposure to working with the tribal communities, to the internship where Anand Gangola was nice enough to actually help me find an organization called Chirag in Uttarakhand, where I got exposure to integrated rural development, right from livelihoods to FPO, to health and afforestation also. Not just this, but even the way the curriculum is designed, the way the theory was designed, and the exposure to independent study. The combination of this I thought was a really wonderful design. So that's been a wonderful experience. If I look at how I took these learnings to my place of work, I joined an organization called Accord, which works with the tribal communities in the Nilgiris district. And over the 35 years, we've done some wonderful work in land right movements, in education, in health. Now, the holistic angle that we were trained at the university is really helping me bring this back to where I work, where when we look at a livelihoods angle, we just don't look at income generation. If we enable a particular livelihood, would that create a negative impact from an environment standpoint? We look at that piece of it. If you look at healthcare, we not look at just from a curative aspect, but how do we do preventive setup? What are the preventive aspects of community health that we need to consider? Many of these factors were ingrained during the training program. It's best to spend the first 1 year as a volunteer, and that phase is important where you need to figure out what is your passion. From a domain standpoint and from a role standpoint, are you excited by working on themes like environment, education, livelihoods, water, or health, right? Or any of the sub-themes. So that's something that you need to find for yourself in your first year, and volunteering is the best approach. Second is, what role would fit you? Would it be at the governance level, a compliance level? Would it be program management, program design, or monitoring and evaluation? These are few things I think as if you could experience as a volunteer, that will give you the right foundation, which then sets the path for deciding on your academic program. And I thought that really helped me make the right choice in terms of selecting the 2-year Masters in Development at the Azim Prem University. The ones I enjoyed most were building a bunch of friends, whether it is students or faculty. It's nothing like learning with youth, because youth are the future, and that is where our community is. So I've had a wonderful experience over here, and I continue to have that in my exposure at Accord also.